Are you ready to learn the one trick to let go and manifest instantly? Here we go. Welcome back to my channel, Love Vibes with me, JFO. Okay, this is going to be a unique video. The first reason why it's unique is because we're not used to surrender and letting go when it comes to manifesting. Really, when we're manifesting, it's this idea that we got to do all the work. We got to robotically affirm. We got to look at our vision board. We got to get into the identity. Then we got to take inspired action. We got to take the right inspired action. Then we got to robotically affirm again. It's a lot of work. And I have to say, those things do work. Visualizing over time, being consistent. It's like brushing your teeth and flossing. Over time, that consistent little tiny habit is going to make a big impact on your teeth, right? So it's the same. If you're constantly doing your sats and your visualizations, and you're doing your robotic affirming, and you're believing, right? All of that work over time is going to support you and help you. However, are you truly in an energy of letting go, or are you grasping? So here is my one trick for you today. This is it. Are you ready? Let go of the oars and go downstream, as Abraham Hicks says. But you're going to do it by giving the oars over to God. Yes, I know this is not really the concept that we talk about in the law of attraction and the law of assumption and manifesting. But I'm telling you, sometimes it's very, very needed. Let me read two scriptures for you today. The first one is Proverbs 3:5-6. I'm going to read it. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. The second scripture is Isaiah 55:8-9. Here we go. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Here's what's crazy. A lot of times in the world of law of assumption, Neville Goddard, we really talk about this whole concept of it's done. It's already done. Believing that it's already done. And ignoring the 3D, ignoring what's showing up in your world with that total trust and faith that it is done. And how we do that is we go back to the feelings of it is already done. I already have it. And that's why we always say, feel those feelings, go back to those feelings because it's already done, right? And that is the hardest part of faith and surrender. Now, in the Bible, with those scriptures, what we're talking about is that your understanding of the situation is very minimal. You can't see the full image, the full picture, but God can. You can also say your higher self, right? You can also say your light team on the other side. Your helpers on the other side, God, can see the full picture. So sometimes our understanding of a situation is so different than the true understanding of the situation. Also, our thoughts about the situation can also be wrong. We are looking at the old news 3D. It's not changing. It's not changing. And then we start to grasp, and now we're going upstream instead of saying, no, it doesn't matter what I see because I know it's changing. I know it's coming. I know it's perfect. God has me. Full surrender and full trust in the Lord is saying, I totally give this all to you, even though I can't understand it. I know there's a bigger reason, even though I can't see it and understand it. When you do this, your manifestation is instant. As Abraham Hicks always says, the minute you ask, it is received. It goes right into your vortex, right? Your vibrational escrow, if you will. But we don't see it that way because we're constantly trying to control. When you say, God, I know you have this. God, it is done. I know. I can't understand. I can't truly see. My thoughts are telling me another thing. My reality is telling me another thing, but I know that you have me. I know that this is done. That is the miraculous level. And when we're coming from that level, it is instant. You know it already happened. It's already done. But now it's time to let God paint it in a way that's perfect. Paint it in a way that's going to happen in the best way it's going to unfold. So whenever you are doubting, I want you to go back to those two scriptures. And I want you to meditate on the scriptures, and I want you to give it over to the Lord, give it over to God, give it over to whatever you want to call it, your higher self, the universe, and take a moment of surrender, let go of those oars, go downstream, coasting and believing and knowing it is done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video.